What's up, traders? This is Vee Trades, and today I'll be doing a technical analysis breakdown for Wingstop with the ticker symbol WING. This was a request from one of the viewers, and thank you for your donation. Before we begin, please take a second to give the video a like and subscribe for more chart analysis. I appreciate all those who have already subscribed and liked my videos. Just a reminder that this video is for entertainment purposes only. It does not constitute any financial advice. We will start out the technical analysis by going over what I see on the daily chart and potential price targets. Then we will take a quick look on the weekly chart to wrap it all up. So the first thing that I noticed on the daily chart is that we're making higher highs and higher lows, and the EMA is pointing up, so that means we're in an uptrend. And I'm going to show you guys with a few channels. So here's the first one that I see. It's this long-term uptrend that we're still inside of, and we haven't reached the upper side of the channel because it looks like there's another channel in play, which it looks like it's this one right here. So if I just drag this one up, this one pretty much fits right at the highs, and the lows more clearer than the orange channel. I'm gonna change this one to yellow. So inside this yellow channel is the one that we're currently inside of and working upwards in, because this orange channel is not as aggressive as this yellow one. So currently, and it makes sense because we see how these price bars back here in July cannot reach the lower side of this orange channel, is because we got some support by the yellow channel. So the price just got more aggressive. So currently we were inside of this very slim blue channel that I'm gonna change the color of right now. So we were having prices within these bars, and then we got a little overshoot over here on the 13th, which has led to a break outside since the market is symmetrical, and then a move to a new high. So right now we could see a pullback all the way down back to the EMA or even this yellow channel. That doesn't mean the uptrend is over. There's not a lot of reasons for the price to continue downwards because we are in an uptrend. So pretty much any dip would be a buying opportunity unless it shows a strong downtrend correction, and then you would not want to buy the dip, right? You just wait till the downtrend correction is over, and then you could resume with the previous trend, which would be up. So right now it looks like we're just moving sideways right now inside of a little range. So prices can break out either way, towards the high side or upper side. It's just hard to tell. I mean, it's pretty much just a gamble at this point, which way it can break outside of. It's just up to the market. So see how we're just going sideways. Most of these price bars are kind of next to each other. Instead of these are just moving up, you can tell this is going sideways. So right now, I think we will pull back to the lower side to the EMA because we haven't touched it in a long time, and prices do not like to be far away from it for a long time. And then possibly even continue lower especially because looks like prices came up short on the upper side of this channel, and which will lead to a breakout side on this side of the channel, just like what happened on this micro channel. We had an overshoot right here, which led to an overshoot on the opposite side. So if we come up short over here, we'll come up long over here to make up for that space that it came up short out of. So that means we'll probably get a breakout side here. So I envision something like this in the coming days and weeks. If we don't continue higher from here, we possibly could, but I believe it's more probable we will see a pullback in the near term because this micro channel is played out. We could get a second leg up, something like this. But either way, I still see us pulling back, possibly to the EMA or even this yellow channel, and it might even break it, and then a retest of the highs or even a new one. So that's what I see playing out. I don't see us like falling all the way back down. That's not really possible. I mean, it is possible, but it's not probable. The probability is much lower for it to just continue trending down than continue trending up. We're just gonna have a slight pullback. That's what I believe. That's what the charts are telling me. So in my previous analysis, we were at these range highs, and that's why I did not want to go long right into it. I think it was late August is when I did the analysis. So we are right around here where we were near the previous highs, and that's where prices sold off. Every time we came pretty much to this black line, prices took a big dip. So that means you don't want to go long right into it, right? Because it can happen again. So you just got to let it play out. And it looks like the trend upward trajectory was the main pattern, and it looked like it went out. So pretty much we went higher, and it looks like this micro channel is played out up to this point. So we could see a slight pullback, possibly all the way to this yellow channel, or even a slight break outside of it. But even then, even if we do get that, I still see us a move up to retest the highs or to even surpass it. So let's look at some possible targets, which will be on the weekly chart. Before I go on the weekly chart, I'd like to show you guys this measured move. So this was the measured move that price action made previously. So this was the first leg up, and this was the second leg up. So if you were right over here, then this would be a nice target for prices, you waiting for prices to reach, and it pretty much met it, and that's where prices sold off. And then it just took a little two-legged correction because the market moves in twos, came back to the support side of the yellow channel, and then took off again. Pretty much stopped out all the shorts over here. So right now looks like we could see a pullback in the near term. So let's go ahead and take a look at the weekly chart. So here's the weekly chart for Wingstop, and as you can see, it's pretty much an uptrend since it pretty much IPO'd. So the overall pattern is a large uptrend. We just keep on making higher highs and higher lows, especially since it looks like the sales are continuing to climb, the revenue and also the net income. So that's a good sign for this company. Just briefly looking at the fundamentals. So just coming back to the technicals, so here's that channel that I spoke about on the daily chart. So we're pretty much still making higher highs, higher lows. So there's no reason to go short. You know, we're still inside of the channel. Any dips is pretty much just a buying opportunity. So on the weekly chart, it looks like we could pull back all the way to maybe the 168 level, especially to retest the range highs once more, because price action likes to make these retests. So it could pull back to these range highs just to test it again, to find some support, and then continue higher. See how it broke outside right over here early August, and then there's a few red bars. That's pretty much a retest, and then it continued higher. So it looks like if we don't continue higher from here, which I don't think we will, it's more probable that we will see a slight pullback, probably back to this 168, 170 level, which is right at the range highs and the lower side of this channel, the support side, and also the EMA will catch up to it by right around here. So there'll be a lot of support right here, right? A lot of reasons to go long. So I believe this is where prices want to reach. And then from here, we could just see a bounce most likely, and then more highs. So there's a lot of bullish signs for this chart, which is good. So if I were to see where prices want to go, I'm going to go and do a measured move. So it looks like this is the first leg up right here, and then we went sideways in a correction. So it looks like Wingstop could possibly reach this price level at the 236 level in the future. It might take maybe the mid of next year, end of next year, if this uptrend continues. If it doesn't, then obviously this target is invalidated. But if the uptrend continues, this looks like the possible target that prices want to reach. And another possible target that prices could reach is this measured move right here. So we have the leg measured move, and then we have this range measured move. So it's pretty much right around each other. The range measured move is just shorter, right at the 223 level. So it looks like prices could also reach up here. So I still see prices continuing up, although we might get a short-term correction. But there's a lot of bullish signs. We could maybe fall back into this range if we don't find support at this 167 level. If we fall back into the range, we could come back to find some resistance and then continue lower. That's the only way the bullish thesis would be over, if we come back inside of this range. If we don't find support right around this 165 level, 167 level, and if we don't do that, then we could fall back into the range and then find resistance and then trend lower. So that would be a bad sign. But if we do find some support by this channel and the EMA and the upper side of the range, this is the targets that price could reach. So that's pretty much my analysis for Wingstop. So if the viewer who sent to the donation has any more questions regarding Wingstop, drop it down in the comments and I'll be sure to answer it. So thank you everybody for stopping by and checking out my video. Make sure to check out the rest of the channel, since you might be surprised at what you could learn. Leave a comment down below on where you think prices are headed. Also share the video if you want your friends to learn about the markets. Lastly, I appreciate any feedback to help improve the channel, since I want to deliver great content to you guys. See you next time, and bye.